Today, we'll be talking about the most commonly asked product management interview questions at top tech companies like Google, Facebook, Amazon, and other startups. First, estimate the number of restaurants in San Francisco. This question is an estimation interview question, which means that it tests your ability to take large, complex problems and break them down into simple solutions. It's not important to get the actual answer in estimation interview questions, although it is important to demonstrate your thought process, how you think about breaking up the problem, and nuances and trade-offs that you might have considered as you went through your solution. Next, should Google go into the ride-sharing market? This is a strategy question, and it tests your ability to think through complex problems on a large scale. Can you decide what a company vision should be? Can you think about the business constraints as well as the product constraints when you're thinking about being a product manager? These strategy questions are less framework-oriented and more about a conversation between you and your interviewer. What's important here is to be opinionated, but also open to your interviewer's feedback throughout this question. Next, we have execution interview questions. Execution interview questions test your ability to reason through analytical problems with your interviewer. Your interviewer will role play and pose a problem to you. For instance, let's say that Facebook newsfeed usage is down by 5% today. What would you do and what questions would you ask as a product manager? Throughout the course of the interview question, you'll be asking questions and understanding the problem, scoping it down into something that might actually drive to a solution. But just like estimation questions, the point of this question is not to get to the right solution, it's to show your thought process along the way. How are you isolating variables? How are you asking the right questions to dig at the root cause of the problem? Question number 4, tell me about a time that you dealt with a technical challenge. These interview questions test your ability to be technical. And while a lot of product managers get concerned because they are unsure if they're technical enough for the interview, generally these technical questions don't test your ability to actually code or to solve an algorithms problem. They test your ability to work with and alongside engineers to operate under technical constraints. Question number 5, how would you measure success for Facebook events? These are analytical problems, and they're rooted in understanding how to use metrics. Whenever talking about metrics, it's important to think not only about the goals of the company, the product, or the feature, but also thinking about the specific measurements that you'll use to determine if you're aligned to those goals. So in the case of Facebook events, you might want to think about what the goals of Facebook are and how Facebook events plays into that, and therefore what metrics that you'd use to measure that outcome. Numbers 6 and 7 are behavioral interview questions, and these are some of my favorite because they're more conversational in nature and more about getting to know you as a person. Tell me about yourself, or why do you want to work at this company, are really common questions that come up in almost every interview, regardless of whether or not it's product management or not. It's important to be honest, genuine, and authentic in these questions, but also to be mindful and cater these questions to the company you're interviewing at. As a company recruiter, why would I want to have you work at my company? Why are you a particularly good fit for the team culture that we've built out today? Numbers 8 and 9 are product design or product sense interview questions. And these questions are some of my favorite because they are all about creative brainstorm thinking. How can you take a problem and come up with an innovative, thoughtful solution to it that has an exciting product vision? Some of these questions are, how would you improve the library? Or what would you do to redesign the airport experience? These questions can vary across a series of hardware, software, in-person or virtual products or experiences. And they're ultimately about your ability to take this problem, think through the user's pain points, and innovate creative solutions to the issue. Last but not least is the favorite product question. The favorite product question is one of the most important questions to prepare for because it's one of the most common that come up in product management interviews. The favorite product question tests your ability to be thoughtful about product development and also your passion for product management. In this question, it's less important which product you pick, more that you're genuine, authentic, and have an interesting perspective on the product that you've chosen. These are some of the top 10 most commonly asked product management interview questions, and we've sourced this list from our interview question database, which is at tryexponent.com/questions. If you'd like to see our database of over 1,000 interview questions that have been recently asked by top tier tech companies, check it out at tryexponent.com/questions. And if you're looking to prepare for any of these questions, we've put in the video description below a bunch of links to different videos that have examples of how to answer all of these different questions. Good luck on your upcoming interviews.